The following presentation is solely for entertainment purposes and not to be taken seriously. While content and characters may be based in truth, this presentation is not meant to offend or harm in any way. It's the Olly Brown Show, America's favorite Thrillbilly. And now, here he is, Olly Billy-Bob Brown.
Hoo-ha! Howdy, y'all. Yee-haw. Shake your tail feathers. Yup, yupper doodle. Let's do it to it. Hoo-ha. Churning the butter. Hope my barn door's not open. Bringing it home. Ta-da! I can't believe this is my reality show.
Previously on the Olly Brown Show.
Well, evening, ma'am. Is that your baby? You want me to kiss your baby for you? Oh, hello, little fella. There you go. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. And who's this little fella? Oh, ain't you a little squirt? Oh, you stomped on my foot. Stop it. Boy, you are a little squirt. You better be careful, little feller. People will start calling you bully. Hey, pretty lady, are those your babies? You want me to kiss your babies too?
Yeah.
Okie dokie pokey. There you go. I don't know about y'all, but where I come from, we don't call that kissing babies. We call that a going motorboating. Yes, we do. Howdy, y'all. Take a look. Home on the range, where the beer and the ladies do play.
What?
Where songs are obscured and slightly absurd, and this guy is happy all day. It's true, y'all. Greetings from New Mexico. Look, y'all. Looks like I'm in Las Vegas again. But I thought I left that back that way. And I don't see a casino anywhere. Isn't that strange? Take a look at that, y'all. I think that's what they call poverty in America. Maybe we should call one of them fixer-upper people and flip that flop, put a little spit shine on it, and make her good as new. What do you think about that? Look where I'm at now. I'm in a place called Tucumcari. I love running for the president because I get to learn all kinds of history about this here country. And if she is not a he, then I also learn about the herstory. Now there's a story about this here town. It goes like this. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there were a bunch of folks that were living out in these here parts that had a lot of youngins, a whole passel and a mess of them. And they had to feed those youngins, so Ma and Pa would have to go to work every week. And they'd have to hire a babysitter nanny type named Carrie. Now, Carrie took care of all those youngins all by her lonesome. And she got real good at it. She was talented, she was. And every night after supper, she got so good at it, she could tuck every one of those youngins into bed right before story time.
Yeah.
In fact, she got so good at tucking those youngins in, they gave her a nickname, Tucumcari. And then they named a town after her. How about that? Well, that's the end of the story. I hope that she lived happily ever after, but I guess we'll never quite know, will we? Well, that's the end of the story. Better get back to it. Well, y'all, I'm standing underneath the sign that says Andy, and all I can say about that is, don't believe everything you read, okay? I may be finished with my run in New Mexico, but I'm far from being finished. So stay tuned. More to come.
Huh?
You see that, y'all? God bless Texas. Do you see that, folks? Those are a bunch of Cadillac cars coming out of the ground. Some farmer must have planted them like he does corn. And look how colorful they are. Kind of reminds me of rainbow-colored corn.
Bonk.
Well, someone must have planted those seeds, and when they sprouted up, they must have sprouted up out of the ground butt first. I don't know about that. Well, y'all, I'm out here in the armadillo. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know the armadillo is the first kissing cousin to the quesadilla? It's true. And I hear those quesadillas are quite tasty. People love to eat them. Which I guess explains why you don't see too many quesadillas in these parts. Oh well, I guess it's you, me, and the armadillo to carry on. Howdy, y'all. I'm in Van Horn, Texas. Boy, I tell you what, I think they should have named this state the whoop-ass state.
What?
Because you sure are getting whooped up. It'll whoop your ass as you try to cross through it, I'll tell you that much. It's like ordering 100,000 super-sized extra-large pizzas and being expected to eat your way through it. It's impossible. Anyway, along the way here, I feel like I've seen a lot of critters, too. I've seen goats, I've seen sheep, I've seen longhorns, bulls, heifers, moo cows. I've even seen some of them there road runners and those little bitty prairie dogs. And I have seen an armadillo. Now, that should be, I think, what they call the state critter, the armadillo is. And if I'm not mistaken, it also is the third kissing cousin to the quesadilla, which I have seen on several restaurant menus along the way. So they must be pretty tasty, them there quesadillas. I'm gonna have to try me one sometime. But not right now. I gotta hit the road.
Yeah.
See you at the next stop. Got me a few heifers here to talk to. Come here now. Come on now. Where are y'all going? Well, they're kind of running away from me. Now, why is that? Come here, fellas. Come here. Don't be shy. Come on up here. Whew. Howdy, y'all. I'm out in the middle of what they call miles and miles and miles of open spaces. I'm still in Texas, I am.
Oh no.
I mean, I guess it's true what they say about Texas, that everything is bigger in Texas. Because it just keeps going and going and going and on and on. I'm like to never get out of here, I don't think. But I'm gonna keep on trucking. We're gonna continue this race, so anyways, come on along now and watch your step. There's all kinds of cow patties out here because I ain't seen nothing but heifers and moo cows for a long time. And we don't want to get our feet dirty, do we? Come on now. Howdy, y'all. I'm still out here in the middle of nowhere, Texas. I can't believe I'm still running clear across this here place, this big state of Texas. Anyway, I just come up upon this here place called Azona, Texas. That's Azona. And I do believe, folks, that that's where the Wizard of Oz decided to come and retire when he got sick and tired of dealing with all those little munchkin people. You know what I'm saying? No. Anyways, he came all the way out here to nowhere's land to build an empire and name it Azona, Texas. That's Azona, Texas, people. Come on out and visit if you want to, but I gotta keep on trucking. I gotta continue this here race. Let's get to it. Here we go. Well, I'm standing here right smack dab in the middle of Fort Stockton, Texas. Oh, yes, I am. Howdy, folks. Olly Billy-Bob Brown here, and like I said, I'm standing in historic Fort Stockton, Texas. Yeah. Now, I stopped to have a little breather because I got to thinking about a story I wanted to share with you about this feller I ran into earlier this morning. I walked right up to him, I held out my hand, and I said, "Hi, I'm Billy-Bob Brown, and I'm running for the president. What's your name and where are you from?" He says, "My name's Jose, and I'm from Tejas." I said, "You're from where and you're what?" He says, "Jose, from Tejas." I said, "That sounds like Tejas." He says, "No, son." I said, "Tejas, Tejas, stands for Texas." I said, "Well, why don't you just call it Texas then? That sounds a whole lot better." And then he just shrugged and walked off. Can you believe that? Anyway, it's kind of interesting how our thoughts kind of get all stringed together, because as I was thinking about that Tejas, I also remembered a story from yesterday where I walked into a donut shop, because you know I love my donuts. Without them, I wouldn't have the flubber to shake as well as I do. It's true. It is. And everyone knows that it's my Buddha belly what makes me so purty. Anyways, I digress. I'm just a babbling on here. But anyways, I walked into this donut shop because I was going to get me a donut so I could have some more energy to continue with this presidential race. I was going to get me one of them there Long Johns. So I walked into the donut shop and I was going to order one, and then I saw these donuts in there that had some interesting names to them. One was called Cock and Balls, and the other was called Texas Ass. And I kind of got a sour look on my face, and the owner, he said, "Do you want to try one?" I shook my head. No, sir. I don't want no cock and bull or Texas ass anywhere near my face. Now, you heard it from the horse's mouth, folks. From yours truly, Olly Billy-Bob Brown. You got to be careful when you go out to them there donut shops and you find yourself a donut named Cock and Balls or Texas Ass. You just shake your head no and you say, I don't want those donuts anywhere near my mouth, because you don't know where they've been. Think about that. See you later, folks. Bat Bridge. I'm on the Bat Bridge. Let's take a look. Howdy, y'all. I'm standing in front of the Ann Richards Congress Avenue Bridge here in Austin, Texas. It's also called the Bat Bridge. Let's find out why. Now, they call this the Bat Bridge because if you come down here late at night, just as the sun is going down, you're going to see a bunch of bats flying out from underneath that there bridge. That's what I would call the Bat Cave. Anyway, all those bats come flooding out and they fill up the whole sky. Now, isn't that just a bit batty? Hey, come to think about it, now I understand why they keep talking about keeping Austin weird. But I think they ought to change it to keep Austin batty. What do you think of that? I think that's a good idea. Well, there you are, and there you go. The Bat Bridge. You know what? I can actually hear them bats up there a-squeaking. Can you hear them? They're there. Here I is, y'all, somewhere near 6th Street and Congress Avenue in Austin, Texas. Now, I've learned that while I've been here so far, that you can do any which way you want to and you're going to end up somewhere. I guarantee it. If you go that way, you're going to end up at the Ann Richards Congress Avenue Bridge. And if you go up the road a piece that way, you're going to hit the state capitol. And somewhere up and down 6th Street, you're going to run into about 86 some odd bars with music and beer to cater to a bunch of eclectic and diverse types of people. Now, I hear a bartender lady say to me that the folks that live in Austin are a cross between rednecks and hippies. Huh? I guess if you put all that together with all the people that come here a visiting, you're going to end up with about 100 different types of crazy going on. And that's why Austin is so weird. Everyone comes here. In fact, last night, Mr. Shia LaBeouf was running down around 6th Street last night, and he got himself arrested for public intoxication. Oh, no! He was drunk. Ooh. And I hear tell that he's got a set of loose lips on him, and he was vomiting up all kinds of garbage out of his mouth. I guess you could say he was doing his part to keep Austin weird. There you go. Now, this is the Capitol building in downtown Austin, Texas. That place is so big, you have to call it a bigot. I guess it's true what they say in Texas is that everything in Texas is big. We'll find out more about that as we head out of Austin and up to Dallas, Texas, also known as the Big D. So stay with us, folks. The race for the president continues. Here we go. I'm up the road a piece from Austin, Texas, and I stumbled upon this town called Waco, Texas. Now, I hear tell that when Austin gets too full of weird, they send all the extra weirdos on up here to Waco, Texas. Or, if you get too crazy in Austin, they send you up here to Waco, Texas. Yeah. I also hear that Waco, Texas has more funny farms per capita across the nation. Imagine that. One place where they got all these funny farms happening where you can plant, grow, and harvest your jokes. All right here in Waco, Texas. How about that, y'all? That's pretty cool and very, very interesting. Now, I wonder what would happen if you walked up to one of these funny farms around lunchtime and they were out to lunch. Oh, no. Who would be telling your jokes? I don't know. It's something to think about. Well, we're going to hit the road and go on up yonder a hop, skip, and a jump to Dallas, Texas, and we'll catch you later, okay? Hey, y'all, it's Olly Brown, and I'm in Big D, Little A, Double L, US of A. And let me tell you what, old Olly Brown is still out here running a good race. Woohoo! And I still got a long way to go. So, why don't you come along with me? We'll check out what's going on around here. But stick with me no matter what, because the race for the president continues. Come on now, let's go. Hey y'all, I'm standing out here in front of the JFK Memorial. Now, JFK does not stand for just freaking kidding. It stands for John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and he left us way too soon. He was a president. Enough said. So out of respect, I salute you, JFK. There you go. Did you see that? That's what they call the Hyde Regency here in Dallas, Texas. And if you look at it, it kind of looks like one of those magic wands that those witches used in the Wizard of Oz movie. And you could also look at it and see a big crystal ball on top of a big giant stick. But if you look at it long enough, it kind of looks like something phallic. And Olly ain't got no more comment on that. No, sir.
Oh,
no! Okay, now, listen up. I've noticed something very interesting going on everywhere I go, and it's confusing me. It is. Now, I'm going to take a step away for a second so you can take a look-see at what's up there behind me right now. Take a look. Do you see it?
No!
Take another gander. Well, I declare, it ain't right. It just ain't right. Somebody put a US of A flag up there just like a drape, and they didn't raise it proper like. It looks like my grandma's living room drapes. But I don't see no winder. No winder at all. Now, why on earth would someone hang a drape out in the middle of nowhere without there being no winder? It don't make no sense to me. No sirree, Bob. But being what it is, I feel I need to tell y'all a thing or two about the difference between raising a flag proper and draping it.
Yeah.
So, come along with me. We're going to Olly Brown's classroom, and I'm going to learn you a thing or two. Okay? You coming?
yeah.
Well, get the lead out. Let's go. Now that you're in your places wearing bright, shiny faces, let me learn you a thing or two. Come on. Okay, y'all, listen up. As I was telling y'all back yonder, everywhere I go, I have been seeing the US of an A flag hanging like a drape in the window, which doesn't make none too good in the way of sense. Because you see, there's a proper way to raise your flag. It's true. Back when I was a youngin', we all learned how to raise a flag from a pole every morning before school. And believe you me, there is a difference between raising your flag and hanging your flag. Take a look at this flag right here. This is how a lot of flags are hanging these days. But this is not how the flag is supposed to look. No wonder we're going haywire around this country. We forgot how to do a thing right. Now take a look at this flag on a stick. This is the proper way to hang your flag. So that when you're waving the flag in the air, your stars and your stripes are flying the right way in the wind. You see what I'm saying? Now I've got a couple of flags right here so I can show you the difference between raising your flag and hanging your flag. So pay attention, y'all. Okay, listen up now. The proper way to raise your flag is like this. That way you've got the stars over here in the one corner, and you got the stripes going left to right, horizontal line. You see that? You got it? Now this is like a drape in a window. Or worse yet, it's like hanging your laundry out on the clothesline to dry. We can't have this, folks. Well, here it is one more time, y'all, so perk up your ears, okay? Right way, no way. Right way, no way. Right way, no way. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, y'all have been learned a lesson in something today. So take that with you and don't you ever forget it. Now let's get on back to the race. I don't know if I'm winning the race, but I am running with the bulls just like in Spain. But I'm right here in Dallas, Texas. Oh my, don't let it get you in the keister. Whew, I'm out here running with the bulls. Just like back in Denver, there's a lot of bull. Except there seems to be much more bull right here in Dallas, Texas. And Olly's got some advice for you about that. 3 words. Watch your step. Let's see now, that's watch your step. Yep, 3 words. Watch your step. And there you go. Now, I know some of you are worried about your stocks, and Olly's got a couple of tips for you about that. If you want long-term investment in good, healthy stocks, you gotta go to the Fort Worth stockyards. They got your heifers, they got your Guernseys, they got your Longhorns, any kind of beef you want, they got it. Good, healthy stocks at the Fort Worth stockyards. And don't worry about your stocks rising and falling. They're just tripping over themselves and they'll get back up there soon. That's Olly's stock tips for the day. Hey y'all, I'm standing here looking up at this big old looky-loo named Big Tex, and he's overseeing the entire Texas State Fair. For those of you who don't think that life's a fair, you haven't been to Texas yet, because they got more than enough fair to go around. This is bigger than any carnival I've ever been to down in the holler. And I think it's time for Olly to have some fun. So look out, Texans, because here comes Olly. I got me some corn on the cob. I suppose because I'm not corny enough.
Remain seated at all times. Thank you very much.
This is the ride. One of them was like a lower level. People did this over the edge. That was the 3 times. It's like,